What's up, Airsofters? In this video, we're going to be talking about one of KWA's new releases, the KWA Ronin series of AEGs, or Airsoft Electric Guns. KWA has been around for quite a while, and they're known for their durability, reliability, and innovative design. The Ronin series is an M4 or AR-15 based rifle featuring a full metal upper and lower receiver, as well as a full metal handguard. There are some differences between the models offered in the Ronin series in terms of the length of that handguard and the accessory attachment options. We'll get into that in just a second. The Ronin series is a change of ideas from the standard buy one and then buy another and then buy another full set of rifles. The KWA Ronin series is a modular designed system allowing you to remove the upper receiver and front handguard together and being able to swap on a longer length barrel that you can purchase separately at a later time to allow you to have a variety of adaptable environments for one AEG, simplifying upgrades for you and eliminating the need to buy more than one lower receiver. The lower receiver in an AEG like this holds the gearbox, which stays in place, and removing the upper receiver is accomplished by keeping the charging handle attached to the gearbox itself. Main external features on the Ronin series include, like I said, the full metal upper receiver, lower receiver, and front handguard with a full-length, even top 20mm or Picatinny accessory rail. Great place to mount the included flip-up front and rear polycarbonate sights. They're easy to adjust and fold out of the way very easily. Those are also removable if you choose to add your own. Also a great place to put your optic, scope, red dot, anything like that. Up on the front here, you'll notice some keyhole shaped attachment points. Traditionally, on older style rails, the Picatinny rails are continued around the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions on the front handguard. Gave you a lot of room to mount accessories, but ultimately resulted in a bulky handguard that added a lot of considerable weight. Newer versions of attachment mounting systems like the KeyMod system and the M-Lok system, also available on the Ronin series, allow you to run them without any accessories and trim some of that weight and profile. In order to attach accessories to the KeyMod style system, you will either need to buy KeyMod accessory rail adapter plates, or you'll need to buy KeyMod specific accessory mounting options. This specific model of the Ronin series is called the PDW and comes with this length barrel as well as an imitation or mock suppressor up front. It has no silencing capability, but it allows for a really cool look and a slight extension of the inner barrel. This can be swapped out in mass with the upper receiver to a longer length handguard and inner barrel, or you can choose to upgrade this one as is. Out back, we have a multi-position retractable stock, allowing you to customize the fit of the rifle to your shoulder positioning, giving you the most comfort and sighting in of any accessory optics that you choose to use. This also contains the battery compartment in the underside here. To access that battery compartment, simply depress the button underneath, like so, and remove the section of the stock. Once you've done that, you can open the buffer tube. In this case, we'll be calling it a buffer tube. Remove this back plate of the battery compartment. And as you can see here, the battery compartment is accessible. You can see both wires. Simply pull out that connector and you can go ahead and attach a battery. This one is pre-wired from the factory for small type Tamiya connectors. You'll know them because of their smaller size. There is a large size Tamiya. This one uses small, which is perfect for an 11.1 or 7.4 volt battery. Once you've inserted your battery, simply tuck the connector and the included inline fuse back into that tube. Replace the cap, and you can reinstall the stock simply by making sure that the guide rods for the retractable stock go back into their receptacles, and then depress the button, allowing it to lock in place. Battery's installed, you're ready to fire. Another great feature of the KWA Ronin series are the Ambidextrous fire controls. Whether you're a right or left-handed shooter in Airsoft makes a big difference with what platform you choose to use. Traditionally, the M4 AR-15 favored right-handed shooters simply because the ejection port was on the right-hand side, so you wouldn't get casings in your face in a real firearm. This, however, as an airsoft gun, doesn't have casings, so not a huge deal. But for left-handed shooters, a fire selector switch on the right-hand side makes transitioning between right and left-handed shooting a lot more convenient because you can select between safe, semi, and full auto with either hand. It's great for switching if you're a dominant right-handed shooter, and great for lefties that want to get into the AR-15 or M4 platform very easily. Easy to control and very, very nice direct controls on that as well. Just in front of the fire selector, you'll notice the mag release button. This is still single hand operation, meaning if you're a righty, you'll use your index finger to release that, or if you're a lefty, you'll need to bring your right hand up to eject the magazine like so. Once you've got the magazine ejected, you'll notice the bottom of the mag well gives you a view of the one-piece hop-up unit. One-piece hop-up unit can be accessed by pulling back on the charging handle and revealing the hop-up unit there. Now currently it's locked in position by the bolt release. The imitation bolt release here can be depressed once you're finished adjusting your hop-up, releasing it forward again. But if we want to adjust the hop-up, pull back on the charging handle, which locks that in place. You'll notice the one-piece rotary style hop-up unit can be adjusted by rolling it downwards or rolling it upwards. Adjustments to the hop-up unit will control the float of your BBs, either carrying them upwards or letting them fall downwards. So adjusting your distance of fire and adjusting how the BBs come out based on the weight that you're using can be attained using that hop-up adjustment. There's some really positive clicks here, so you know exactly where your adjustment is very easily with the KWA Ronin hop-up system. It's a very nice hop-up unit and maintains its setting reliably. Once I'm done adjusting my hop-up, simply release it and we're good to go. But let's talk about one of the most notable features of the Ronin itself, and that is the removal of the upper receiver, making this a highly adaptable platform. To remove the upper receiver and front handguard, simply remove the front body pin by pressing it out the side and pulling it with your fingers like so. Then you're going to assist the upper receiver off by first pulling back on the charging handle, moving the dust cover out of the way, and sliding the whole upper receiver off in one piece. Now that you've got two pieces, let's look at each one individually. The lower receiver, this is going to be similar to most of the current offerings of KWA lower receivers with their version 2 gearboxes intact. Both the AEG 2.5 and the 3 are going to look exactly like this. You'll notice they were able to achieve the easy removal of the upper receiver by maintaining the charging handle attached to the gearbox as well as the imitation dust shield or imitation bolt. Now let's take a look at the upper receiver. The upper receiver still contains the dust shield door as well as your inner barrel and hop-up unit in one piece. That simply slides forward into the front of the upper receiver, and you'll notice there's a springiness to it. If you don't get any spring in there, either you've lost your spring or it's not situated exactly. Notice I can't push down on it here. Once I line it up properly, there's some bounce to it. I know I'm ready to reinstall it. For reference, the SDP uses an inner barrel length that is pretty close to the end. By going to longer handguards, outer barrels, and inner barrels, you have the ability to shoot potentially at longer distances. One of the big draws for the Ronin series is you can outfit different upper receiver and handguard configurations to allow you different accessories. So depending on whether you're playing in an indoor environment or an outdoor one with longer shooting distances, you can simply swap out to a longer barrel and handguard without having to change over all of your accessories at one time, which is hugely convenient. Now that we're done checking out the upper receiver and handguard, let's simply reattach the two. I'll grab the lower receiver and handguard and guide the lower receiver into the upper receiver like so, making sure to push the bolt release out of the way, pushing the bottom like so. Then you'll continue sliding this on like so. Make sure that this front body pin is still pulled out. Slide it all the way back. You'll notice that the dust cover now opens Once you've got it in position, you're holding it, simply press that bobby pin back into place like so, and you're ready to go. Battery is still connected. I'm still ready to fire. If I would make a suggestion, always remove your battery before separating your upper and lower receiver, just so you don't have any accidental trigger pulls or anything like that. Another great set of features on the Ronin lower receiver is the enlarged trigger guard, making it very, very nice to shoot with gloves on, which can be a problem depending on what model you're shooting and what glove you're using. So that enlarged trigger guard is great. And of course, the pistol motor grip from PTS, very ergonomic, very comfortable, and gives you a lot of tactile grip. So whether you're wearing gloves or you're using this barehanded, you've got a lot of really good grip there. Anytime you choose to use higher output batteries like lithium polymer, lithium ion, LiFe, or any of the lithium-based batteries, you have a greater current flow through your wiring, and that can cause damage if you haven't done the necessary upgrades to allow for that amount of voltage to flow through the electrical system of an AEG. The guys at KWA have accounted for that by reinforcing the gearbox. This one's the 2.5, and giving you a quick change spring as well as a switch life extender, giving you a much more reliable electrical system given the higher performance nature right out of the box. Lastly, if you're looking into the longer lengths of the rifles, what's currently available include multiple lengths and versions of this KeyMod system, as well as a very exciting M-Lok version. The M-Lok version is one of their more full-length versions and comes with a slightly different accessory mounting solution. You'll notice that this one, while looking similar to KeyMod, features a bar-style attachment system. That's what's called M-Lok. Many accessories these days are both M-Lok and KeyMod compatible, so if you're looking for one that does both, it'll allow you to use those accessories on either one of your Ronin handguards. Otherwise, make sure that you're buying adapter rails if you want to continue to use the 20mm Picatinny style system. Those adapters can be had for very, very affordably and give you the option of mounting accessories that you may already own. To find out even more information about the KWA Ronin series, all of the features of this series, and about other KWA products, make sure you check out their product page right here on our website at evike.com.